So now it's my privilege to introduce you to a wonderful person I know. And I'm very privileged, my wife, Joleen, also had the chance of speaking at the national conference in Bloemfontein for 2024. Guys, Joleen and I actually met each other through BNI, and it's been a wonderful 15 years. And it was absolutely wonderful listening to how she speaks about relationships and how to build relationships higher. Guys, let's have a listen to Joleen and this wonderful video. Let's cue the BNI intro.
That was bound to happen at some point in this conference. Thank you, guys. It is an absolute privilege. What I'm going to tell you today is something completely different, something that we didn't think about previously. BNI is like a bridge, or a bridge is like BNI. We all know that story of the wedding mafia. Someone gets engaged. What is the classifications that we need to actually get everybody in our chapter involved in that one referral? One thing that we do forget, though, is what's in it for me? What in that whole scenario of inviting photographers, attorneys, venues, bakers, what's in it for me if you are not in that field? How do you establish that to make sure that you get the benefit in the long run? Building bridges together, higher, faster, and stronger. And the reason why higher is in capitals, we keep looking at our chapter. We keep looking at our region. We don't go further. We don't go to Cape Town. We don't go to America. We don't go to the UK. Nothing is stopping us of building the bridges higher and higher. Through this whole process, there's certain things that need to happen. And we all know the VCP process. We all know we need to build visibility. We all know that with visibility, we can become a leader. We can become a referral source. Something that we tend to forget is our credibility. How you say sorry, how you conduct yourself, how you do business. And through that, you show your character, the character of who you are behind your business, who you want to be behind your business, and what you have experienced in your life, what shows what you are in your business. The other side is the competence. Can you do what you say you do? How do you do what you do? And are you qualified to do what you do? And then we can get the profitability. But right now, trust is a big option. Trust is the one thing that we all focus on. I want you all to get up. Get up, Christian. I want you to shake everything you know about BNI off, completely. Gone, gone. No contact fears, no visibility, no trust, not anything. Open mind. Everything that BNI taught you, forget it. Sorry, Philip. You can have a seat. When we build a bridge, we need suppliers, we need qualified people, we need vendors, we need tenders, we need all these things. We all know that construction takes place when the whole team works together. We know that there's certain things that needs to happen for a bridge to be stable. Because if I build a bridge, I don't think Chanel will feel comfortable running over that for the comrades. But if we have someone like Christian protecting our brand, we know that we can trust him. We know that is another building block towards our goal. In the core groups, when we have core group meetings or when we have information sessions, we talk about the bigger picture as the puzzle. We need to change that. I'll always tell the core groups that every single member in your chapter is part of your puzzle piece, your bigger picture. Forgetting that completely, coming back to the bridge. Every single person you meet is either cement, a bolt, a brick, framework, steel, anything that you can need in your business. And the key to that is to still build the trust with them, whether they are in BNI or not. There's some people that will never join BNI. There's some people in your own family, in your own close circle of friends, that just don't want to be part of BNI. That doesn't mean they can't be part of your bigger picture. People you know, like, and trust is the key person that will help you through your business, through your obstacles, and make sure that you can build your bridge higher, stronger, and faster. With a network around you, there's things that happens with recognition, with trust, with conversion, everything that we learn to know in business, whether you have a business coach or not. There's certain things that happens in your business that you know you have to expand. There's certain things that you need to focus on. All cycles are different in every single business. Maybe you need to employ more people. Maybe you need to have different contracts in place for different service level agreements. Who's the people that you will phone for advice? If you had to make one phone call today and share your biggest business struggle, who would that be? Will that person be comfortable phoning you, telling you what their biggest business struggle is? Have you built that relationship so solidly that you are the go-to? Have you given that member, family member, friend, that aha moment that we all strive for? Oh, there's a charity. There's a charity. Nog een. Okay. Oh my word. Okay. Sometimes in life, we meet people that we think will never be a part of our business, will never be a part of our life. Sometimes we meet people and we forget about them, but they remember you. When I came to the conference on Wednesday evening, I walked into the restaurant and people started greeting me, and it took me a couple of seconds to remember where I met them. But that means that something I said, something I did, made an impact on that person's life. If you can go out here today and make sure you have one little impact on someone's life, whether it is one word you said, the way you greeted them, or something you shared in your life experience, making them remember you for who you are is the key to success. We don't have to have a chapter of 50 to make sure that we get the connections we want. We can have a chapter of 17 and network with other people. We don't have to make everything great the first moment we walk into it. It takes time. It takes time to build people up. It takes time to get to the top and then pull people up with you. Sometimes things happen. We are on this high. We think we've got everything figured out. And then something happens and everything comes tumbling down. You pulled that one person up, thought, yes, we're going to make it. And then, gone. Messed up with the clients of yours, passed away, moved away, wasn't competent in what you thought they're going to be. Everything that you worked for, down in the rubble. Who was there? Who experienced that? The key to getting something right is by learning from your mistakes. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. It also doesn't matter how many times you get up. It's how you get up. It's how you recover. It's how you learn from your mistakes. How you identify where things went wrong and how you're fixing it. A lot of times we sit and we think, that didn't go the way it was supposed to. I don't want to phone that client and tell them I buggered up. Because you are scared. We don't want to ruin our reputation. We don't want to break down what we just built up. Something I've learned over the last couple of years, as soon as you are honest and you talk openly to anybody, whether they're a BNI member or not, you tell them exactly what's happening, where in the process you are. It's easier to tell them when something isn't going according to plan. And it's your choice of words. Everybody always says, accountability, accountability. Accountability is not a tool for us to use and hit you over the fingers. Accountability in your own business can be, I've seen you talk to this client this way. Have you thought about approaching it like this? If we approach our clients, our networks, everybody that we know, with the mindset of, I want to help you, it's easier to rebuild a bridge that has collapsed because of something that went wrong. When we recognize people, we tend to recognize the people in the spotlight. We tend to recognize the people that's always doing great, that's always green, that's always got a bigger business, that's always got more clients. When you drive past their offices, there's cars for days. We tend to recognize people that can go on holiday every week. We tend to rub up to them, to be like them. And in the shadows, someone is standing behind and rooting for you. Someone is standing there pushing you forward. And you don't always see that. It's not about recognizing people that's in the spotlight. It's about pulling those people up that's in the shadows, that is willing to go the extra mile to make sure that you succeed. Whether it's a Comrades Marathon that you need to retrain from start, whether it's selling your business and only focusing on the one business, whether it's stepping into something completely new that you didn't know before, or stepping up, becoming the national director from an ED. Sometimes we tend to forget that the smallest thank you or the smallest well done means a lot more than a trophy or certificate. Or a testimonial, for a matter of fact. There's nothing better than walking past a group of people talking about your business, mentioning your name. Those are the kind of things that we need to focus on. And the only way we're going to hear more of that is we build higher bridges, higher, more meaningful relationships that mean something to you so that you can grow your business. And sometimes it means being selfish. Sometimes it's about sitting back thinking, I'll build a relationship with this person. What am I going to get in return? What is that going to do to my business? How is that going to benefit my business? Because you get to a point where you've been given and giving and giving, and there's just nothing. You can't give anymore. Once we make that mind shift change of, yes, I've given, what have I received in return? Are we tracking what we're actually getting back? And thinking about ourselves so that we can give more. That is when the relationships start to mean something. That is when the character in your business develops. Something that I was taught 12 years, 11 years ago, when I first met Philip. We all say it, it's not about who you know. It's about who they know, but it's about how you build the relationship with the people they know. We all know Philip and Andre have a good relationship with Greg and Russ. I took it upon myself to make sure that I still have a relationship with them. I still talk to them. Because one day, when I need something, I know I can phone them up. Putting the groundwork there for your bridge to get to the other side is what makes us business owners. It's what makes us believe in structures, in other business owners, but only if we have our own aha moment. My why, and I don't think a lot of people actually heard my story before. Growing up, coming from a relatively wealthy family, I think. Yeah? Oh, okay. My sister and I basically got everything that we didn't want. We didn't get what we wanted, but we got what we didn't want. Went through school, went through the motions. Yes, we got pocket money, but if our pocket money was finished, we asked for more and we got it. We got a car. We were told you can go study absolutely anything you want. Through that process, though, before we could take the car keys and drive our car, my dad taught us that you cannot change your own tire, change your battery, and make sure your car has enough oil in, you're not allowed to drive. There we are, 18 years old, trying to figure out all this stuff. He didn't help us. We needed to figure it out on our own. And I think that was most probably one of the biggest life lessons I've ever had. If you can't do it on your own, how can you expect someone else to help you with it? After studying, life's great. Now we can party. Now you have to pay your own fuel, your own house, your own groceries. Now you can't go knocking, Daddy, my money's finished. No, that doesn't happen. There was a time when I thought, maybe I should just stay in the house and sponge. Don't find a job. Don't do anything. Until I walked into a BNI meeting. And I realized what my why is. It's not about standing up in front of crowds, wowing or trying to wow people. It's about seeing that penny drop, that aha moment when a member experiences the true member experience. It's about that member that couldn't talk in front of 2 people, never mind a crowd, doing the best 60 seconds now that you can ever imagine. It's about that person that's down in the gutters. Something is just not going right. Or more than 3 things has gone wrong in the last couple of months. And the support they receive from the member, from the chapter members, from other chapters, supporting you, making sure that you're okay. It's that, wow, look at what I have accomplished. And then when awards comes, that member not expecting to receive the Givers Gain Award. That is why I still believe in the BNI process. That is why I will continue to support, grow, and teach members how to do better, how to be better, and make sure that they have the life experience, the life lessons, and the member experience to make themselves good again. Thank you.